Seahawks. Well, what a nightcap this could prove to be. The Niners and the Seahawks underway here in the Thanksgiving finale. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
2nd down and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Uchenna-Nwosu, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
They've got over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Purdy now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down at 6. Now Geno. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker. 71 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second and 10. Purdy Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 49ers 11-yard line.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. To throw on second down is Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Smith on third and goal. He completes this to Walker, and he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on third down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Purdy. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And Walker has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53.
Geno now to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Come on, son. Hey, go flip her up. Slow ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And quickly, they get to the line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Mitchell is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point try now for Moody.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 10.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
111 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready!
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Smith on 1st down.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Metcalf motions left.
Now Geno.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And that's good for a Seahawks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
32-yard line.
Hey, it's a clip.
On 1st down, Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Smith throwing again.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Metcalf motions left. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some room to work. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Geno on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Now it's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
But once again, it's Mitchell.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. 3 yards is the gain that